Hey, I'm Sammy and this is Glitchless Chaos. This is all about where I'm raising kids, loving my neurodivergent husband, building a business, writing books, and keeping life interesting. If you feel like you're balancing it all too, then you came to the right place. Let's get into it. Okay, so today's episode feels a little different because this is the last episode of season 1, Embracing the Chaos. And I didn't know starting this podcast would be a little terrifying. Honestly, let's be real. It was a lot terrifying. I didn't know how it would go. I didn't know who would listen. And I wanted a place where I could hold real conversations, from my episode 3 where we talked about masking should be a paid skill, to meeting my emotional support husband, where he did pick on me as per usual, to you guys being able to meet my neurospicy best friend Sam. I mean, it has been the best, most emotional roller coaster, and I've embraced the chaos, absolutely. And I've loved every second of it. Now, what life has taught me on the way is it rarely goes as planned. I mean, if that's one thing it has taught me, that no matter how much planning you do, it rarely goes that way. And life changes. People grow. Plans shift. I mean, no matter how much planning you do, it never goes that way. And sometimes the best thing you really, truly can do is move with it and not fight against it. That actually, truly is what embracing the chaos really does mean. You just embrace it with your whole heart. And I actually have learned that on the way with doing this podcast. And I really do love it. Has been actually really amazing. I love it. Now, I have heard people say this a lot, and I've said it a few times, not during the podcast, but to a couple of people. And, I did it when I was in school and a few other times, and, said it to a couple of people. But if there is advice that I could give myself, my younger self, would be, I don't have to have everything figured out. I know that now. And, that I'm not broken. My brain isn't broken. That I am a neurospicy, that I'm neurodivergent, and I'm okay. That, being me is fine. And I am allowed to rest. I'm allowed to take breaks. I'm allowed to not have to overdo everything. That the life that I'm building doesn't have to look like everybody else's. And the way I'm building it and the way that me and my family are doing is still beautiful, and it is still meaningful, and it's our way. Just because somebody doesn't like the way we're doing it, it doesn't mean that it isn't still beautiful. And to start early. If I would have started a lot of these business ideas or my book idea or, anything that I've done, if I would have started earlier, maybe I would have been further along. So start early. If you're listening and you're maybe a teenager, like 18, 19, start early. Start your book outlines, start your business outlines, start looking into things early. Just start early, and don't let anybody talk you out of it, and don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it, because I listen to those, especially being a neurodivergent. I listen to it. I let people talk me out of it. So don't let anybody do that to you. Now, this season has been what this season is the season really has been about one thing. Truly it has been. And that has been to embrace the chaos. Honestly, it really truly has been. And life is busy. Life is unpredictable, but it's still meaningful. It really is. It truly is. And it's amazing. It can be, especially, and I've said it a lot, and I know I have said it a lot, if you surround yourself with the right people. That's another thing that I've learned, is having the right family, the right friends, the people who understand you, the people, that really truly know you and understand you as a person. And those relationships do make everything easier. I've experienced that so many years. And again, I've experienced it recently doing things with my daughter, that people they say they know you, but they really don't. So you just need the right people in your corner, and you need the right people around you. So that's what this podcast and this season has been about, is embracing the chaos. And it's been a real thing. And I'm very, very, I've loved every bit of it. I know, kind of chaotic as per usual. It's been great. I loved it. And, I've been very happy to do this. I've been very grateful to do this. And I'm really happy for everybody that has stuck around. So And right now, my brain feels very grateful for my family, very grateful for my friends, very grateful for the life that I have been building and that I am still building, and very extremely grateful for the listeners and the followers that I have gained through this process, will be gaining through the process as well. And especially for my listeners, from the start of this podcast to up until now, and then following, you guys have been the best. I absolutely adore you. Even if there's not a lot of you, even just a little bit of listening that you guys have done has been the most amazing thing to me as possible. Like, I absolutely adore you guys from everything. I really do. And I'm so amazingly grateful that you've actually just even taken the time out of your day to just listen to little old me. So thank you. And before we wrap season 1, which, just even saying that, I really want to cry. I'm not going to, because if I start crying, then I know it's going to get some people emotional, and I don't want to make people cry, and I don't like making people cry. So unless they make me mad, then no, I'm just kidding. A little. Anyway. Just kidding. But seriously, no, I really don't want to make anybody cry. But before we wrap, I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my soul. I'm serious. Thank you. Thank you for letting me be me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me be honest, letting me be unperfect, letting me be real, letting me be loud, letting me figure this out in absolute real time. Thank you for just taking time out of your busy schedule to listen, to watch my reels, to comment, to share, to just be on this journey all the way through with me. Just thank you for supporting me. Thank you for growing with me. This is my first season of Glitchless Chaos. So, there have been awkward moments, there have been nervous moments, there have been emotional moments just like this one, and moments where I know I've overthought, even after I have posted everything or I've done everything I should, where I know I should have just never done it, or should have fixed something or somewhere or another, and I've made mistakes on these podcasts or these episodes where somewhere along the way, and I know I have. So again, thank you, and thank you from the bottom of my soul. And I think somewhere along the way, this stopped being a podcast and just started being something where a space where people could just be themselves, where it could just be hey, she's a person instead of just another podcaster. And I just wanted this to be something where people could just connect and feel seen and feel heard and feel not just another space in the background. So that's what I wanted. I wanted this to be just something where people could just connect with. So if you listened to even one episode, thank you for spending just a little time of just a little piece of your life with me. And to make sure you follow the podcast so you don't miss the next season, because you never know. It might be a little bit more chaotic than this one. So I'm Sammy, and this has been Glitchless Chaos, where I kept it real. Remember, life doesn't have to be perfect, but it is still beautiful just like you. I love you, and I'll see you next season. Bye.